KELY News, sponsored by Sahara Motors. The Kawasaki KX450 is built out of the box with everything you need to dominate the track. Check it out today at Sahara Motors and let the good times roll. Sunny skies and about 15 degrees above normal today. Look for the high around 92. A well-known rural Nevada campground is shutting down operations for good. Rudy Herndon, formerly of Shellraiser and now with Humboldt Hideaway, announced the permanent closure of the Shellraiser Campground following what he called the last hurrah, a large private gathering held at the site last weekend. Herndon says the decision comes after 6.5 years of work developing the campground near Ely. Since opening to guests in 2022, Schellraiser was recognized as Nevada's top campground and among the best in the nation in both 2023 and 2024. In a social media post, Herndon credited former campground host Brian Luca for helping guests enjoy their stay despite harsh weather conditions that included high winds, blizzards, and flooding in the area. Herndon also thanked the Ely Shoshone tribe and tribal council for their partnership. He says plans are now shifting toward the Humboldt Hideaway project in Wells, while the tribe develops its future vision for the Shellraiser property. A going out of business sale at the campground is expected to be announced in the coming days. The White Pine County Sheriff's Office responded to a variety of calls over the weekend across Ely and rural White Pine County. Deputies investigated several vehicle accidents, including multiple crashes involving deer on state highways. Nevada State Police assisted with several highway-related incidents, including a stranded motorist and a report of a juvenile soliciting rides along a highway. Other calls included a fight between co-workers at a local motel, 2 domestic disturbances where the parties agreed to separate, and a hit-and-run crash involving a parked vehicle outside a local business. Deputies also handled reports of fireworks in Ely, an ATV being operated on a city street, a propane leak at a residence, and a suspicious online shopping complaint. Authorities say an alleged sex crime reported Sunday remains under investigation. Authorities remind residents to use caution on area highways due to increased wildlife activity and to report suspicious or emergency situations immediately. White Pine County Commission will meet on Thursday to certify the results of last week's election, but 11 people who voted by mail won't have their votes counted. According to White Pine County Clerk Nicole Steffi, those 11 voters' signatures didn't match the signatures on file and didn't respond to requests to verify their identity. As a result, their votes won't be counted in the primary election. A similar situation exists in Washoe County, with nearly 1,000 votes there awaiting curing. The meeting will be held Thursday morning at 9 a.m. in the library conference room. A giant American flag is once again flying across Hoover Dam after surviving high winds and undergoing repairs for a tear discovered last week. The Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority says the massive flag measures 300 feet wide by 150 feet tall and was first unveiled on Memorial Day. Officials briefly lowered the display because of windy conditions before removing it for repairs Wednesday. The flag is now back on display and will remain illuminated nightly through July 4th, lighting the dam and canyon walls at dusk. Officials say the display could still be lowered again if strong winds return. A new federal study shows Lake Mead's water levels could fall even faster than previously expected, raising new concerns about the future of the Colorado River system. According to projections from the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation, Lake Mead could drop to just over 1,015 feet above sea level by July of next year, far lower than any level seen since the reservoir filled in the 1930s. Federal officials say historically dry conditions and poor runoff into Lake Powell are worsening the outlook. The latest report also warns Hoover Dam's hydropower capacity could be affected as lake levels continue to decline. Southern Nevada officials say conservation efforts remain critical as new, long-term Colorado River operating rules are negotiated. Suspended Pahrump Justice of the Peace Michele Fiore has officially lost her bid for re-election, but she's still receiving her judicial salary while remaining suspended from the bench. According to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, Fiore conceded after finishing behind two challengers in the Nye County primary race. Fiore had been suspended following her federal fraud conviction tied to funds raised for a fallen police officer memorial, though she later received a presidential pardon from President Donald Trump. Despite losing the race, Fiore reportedly continues to receive pay, while disciplinary proceedings remain ongoing before the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline. A British Airways flight from London landed safely at Harry Reid International Airport Monday afternoon, after a cell phone fire on board triggered an emergency response. Clark County firefighters responded after the crew reported smoke from the device during the flight. Airport officials say the fire was quickly extinguished and the plane safely taxied to the gate, with passengers exiting normally. The FAA says it will investigate the incident involving British Airways Flight 271. Aviation safety experts say lithium battery fires on planes, while still uncommon, has been increasing in recent years. Officials remind travelers to monitor electronic devices closely and report overheating batteries immediately.